Hello, English learners. Welcome back to SonicSage English. I'm Julia, and today we are starting something really exciting. Have you ever noticed that your first thoughts in the morning are in your native language? And then, hours later, when you try to speak English, everything feels slow. Today, we are going to flip that switch. In the next few minutes, I will show you a simple morning routine that rewires your brain to think in English the moment you wake up. No textbooks, no complicated grammar, just a calm, powerful sequence that turns your bedroom into a training ground for fluency. If you stay with me until the end, you will walk away with a 2-minute script, a 5-sentence mantra, and a 24-hour plan to keep English active all day. Ready? Let's start. Here is how this lesson works. First, I will give you the why mornings matter for fluency. Then, I will give you the exact words to say from the second you open your eyes. After that, we will practice with 3 short drills: a wake-up drill, a mirror drill, and a plan your day drill. Finally, I will help you lock in the habit with a sticky note setup, a phone alarm cue, and a 1-minute review ritual before bed. Keep your focus. Repeat out loud. This is active training. Why mornings matter. Your first language sets the tone for your brain. If your first thoughts are in English, your brain treats English as the language of the day. That means less translating, fewer pauses, and faster sentences later when you actually need them. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. 2 minutes every morning is enough to build momentum. Now, the exact words. When you wake up, speak short, clear sentences. Think of them as switches. Each sentence flips English on. Do not chase long, complex lines. Keep your voice slow and steady. Here's your script. Repeat after me. Good morning. I am awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English. Again, a little faster. Good morning. I am awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English. Excellent. Those lines are your core. You can personalize them, but keep the structure. Greet yourself, state your state, set your intention. Now we add the wake-up drill. You are still in bed. Your goal is 5 short sentences that move your body and mind forward. Repeat after me. I am breathing slowly. I stretch my arms. I put my feet on the floor. I stand up now. I drink a glass of water. Good. Notice the verbs. Breathe, stretch, put, stand, drink. Simple verbs create action. Action creates confidence. Next, the mirror drill. Go to the mirror. Look at yourself. Speak with a small smile. Short lines. Clear voice. Repeat after me. Good morning, Julia. I slept well. I look awake. Today I will focus. I am ready. If you prefer emotion words, use this set. I feel peaceful. I feel curious. I feel strong. I will keep going. I am ready. Now, the plan your day drill. This is the bridge from morning to your schedule. Choose 3 actions that you will do today. Use the same frame. Today I will. Repeat after me. Today I will study English for 20 minutes. Today I will listen to 1 podcast. Today I will write 3 sentences in my journal. You can swap the activities: class, work, gym, family, a call with a friend. The pattern stays the same. Keep it specific, keep it small. Let's combine everything into a 2-minute morning routine. I will read it once at natural speed, then you will repeat with me. Good morning. I am awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English. I breathe slowly. I stretch my arms. I put my feet on the floor. I stand up now. I drink a glass of water. Good morning, Julia. I slept well. I look awake. Today I will focus. I am ready. Today I will study English for 20 minutes. Today I will listen to one podcast. Today I will write 3 sentences in my journal. Now repeat with me. Slightly faster, still clear. Good morning. I'm awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English. I breathe slowly. I stretch my arms. I put my feet on the floor. I stand up now. I drink a glass of water. Good morning, Julia. I slept well. I look awake. Today I will focus. I am ready. Today I will study English for 20 minutes. Today I will listen to one podcast. Today I will write 3 sentences in my journal. Excellent work. You have just run the full sequence. But how do you make it automatic? You will set up 3 anchors: a note, an alarm, and a mantra. Anchor 1, the note. Write your 5 opening lines on a sticky note and place it where your eyes land first, on your phone screen, your lamp, or your mirror. Your note should say, "Good morning. I am awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English." Anchor 2, the alarm. Change your morning alarm label to a cue. It should read, "Think in English now." When the alarm rings, your brain gets the instruction. No decision, just action. Anchor 3, the mantra. A mantra is a short line that you repeat every morning for 10 days. Use this. I am learning English. I am improving. I will think in English today. Say it slowly, feel it, then say it once more, slightly faster. Let's add a quick power-up, the object scan. As you move through your room, name 3 objects and take one action in English. For example, bed, pillow, blanket. I make my bed, mirror, face, hair. I comb my hair, door, handle, hallway. I open the door. If you like variety, add color and shape. The cup is white, the table is round, the light is bright. This 30-second scan builds vocabulary and keeps your thoughts flowing in English. Now, I want you to practice a mini call and response with me. I will ask. You answer in one short sentence. Ready? What are you doing now? I am getting ready. What do you need? I need water. How do you feel? I feel calm. What will you do first today? I will study English for 20 minutes. Clean, fast, confident. That is how you train fluency. Let's talk about common mistakes and how to fix them. Mistake 1, long sentences in the first minute. Your brain is still waking up. Solution: keep your lines short and concrete. Mistake 2, skipping days. Solution: shrink the habit. If you have no time, say just 3 lines. Good morning. I'm awake. I will think in English today. Mistake 3, translating in your head. Solution: speak first, do not analyze. You can check words later. Morning is for momentum. Before we close, here's your 1-minute bedtime review that reinforces tomorrow's morning habit. Tonight, say, today I practiced English. I listened for 10 minutes. I wrote 3 sentences. I am thankful for my progress. Tomorrow, I will wake up in English again. This closes your day with English and primes your mind for the next morning. Let's lock in your challenge for the next 7 days. Every morning, run the 2-minute routine. Use your note, your alarm, and your mantra. At lunch, repeat 3 sentences from your Plan Your Day drill. At night, speak the 1-minute bedtime review. That is it. Short, simple, repeatable. If you are watching from Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Mexico, or anywhere in the world, this routine works the same way. It does not depend on your level. It depends on your consistency. 2 minutes in the morning can change your English in the afternoon. Now, let's do one final rehearsal together. at natural speed. Repeat with me from start to finish. Good morning. I am awake. I feel calm. I will do my best today. I will speak and think in English. I breathe slowly. I stretch my arms. I put my feet on the floor. I stand up now. I drink a glass of water. Good morning, Julia. I slept well. I look awake. Today I will focus. I am ready. Today I will study English for 20 minutes. Today I will listen to one podcast. Today I will write 3 sentences in my journal. You did it. Tomorrow morning, you will not reach for your phone first. You will reach for your English. In our next chapter, we will turn your home into an English world, naming objects, using quick actions, and building natural sentences everywhere you look. Stay with this series. Keep your lines short, keep your voice steady, and keep building the habit. Now that your morning starts in English, let's take the next step. Look around you. The space you live in is full of language. Every object in your room can become a teacher if you let it. Today, we are going to turn your room into an English world. You do not need a book, a partner, or a class. You already have everything you need: your voice, your eyes, and your surroundings. Start where you are. Sit on your bed and take a slow look around. What do you see? Say the words out loud. Bed, pillow, blanket, window, curtain, lamp, shelf, mirror, chair. The goal here is not to memorize a list, but to wake your mind to the English words that live inside your space. When you name objects, you connect language to your senses, what you see, touch, and use. That's real learning. Now, let's go one level deeper. Every object can give you 3 English moments: the name, the description, and the action. Think of it as the 3-step English method. Name it, describe it, use it. Repeat this pattern everywhere. Let's practice together. Start with the bed. Step 1, name it, bed. Step 2, describe it. The bed is soft. Step 3, use it. I sit on the bed. Next, mirror. Mirror, the mirror is clean. I look in the mirror. Chair, the chair is brown. I sit on the chair. Do you hear the rhythm? Name, describe, use. Each line builds a connection between the object and your daily life. You are not studying. You are living the language. Now we'll do a mini room challenge. Wherever you are right now, stand up and look around. I will guide you. Point to each object and speak. Window. The window is big. I open the window. Desk. The desk is brown. I work at the desk. Light. The light is bright. I turn on the light. Phone. The phone is black. I use my phone to check messages. Book. The book is interesting. I read the book every morning. Keep your sentences short and direct. This is not a grammar lesson. It's a fluency workout. You are teaching your brain to recognize English first without translation. Now, let's add variety. Look at one object and describe it with colors, shapes, or feelings. Example: the cup is white and round. The table is wooden and strong. The blanket is soft and warm. Adding adjectives helps your mind grow flexible. The more you describe, the more English becomes natural. Next, we'll use what I call the object question drill. This keeps your thinking active. For every object, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What is this? What color is it? Where is it? Let's try together. What is this? It's a pillow. What color is it? It's blue. Where is it? It's on the bed. One more. What is this? It's a lamp. What color is it? It's silver. Where is it? It's next to the bed. Simple, right? These questions turn observation into practice. The more often you ask, the faster your brain answers in English. Now, imagine you are walking from your room to the kitchen. You can continue the exercise along the way. Each step is a chance to speak. Door. The door is white. I open the door. Floor. The floor is clean. I walk on the floor. Kitchen. The kitchen is bright. I cook in the kitchen. Cup. The cup is on the table. I drink from the cup. Fridge. The fridge is cold. I open the fridge. Even a short walk becomes a speaking session. You are surrounding yourself with English. Let's add action to memory. When you touch an object, say the verb that fits. For example, touch the door handle and say, I opened the door. Sit on the chair and say, I sit down. Pick up your pen and say, I write with my pen. Turn on the light and say, I turn on the light. The movement helps your brain lock the sentence in place. It's not passive learning. It's physical and alive. Now, I want you to try the room scan game. You will have 60 seconds. Look around your room and name as many objects as you can in English. No translations. Just say the words. Ready? Go. Bed, curtain, window, wall, light, door, mirror, pillow, blanket, chair, desk, book, clock, fan, plant. Good. If you could name at least 10, you did well. If not, repeat this exercise every day. You'll see your word count grow quickly. Let's take this even further. You can train your environment to teach you automatically. Use sticky notes to label objects. Write the English name of each one. Door, mirror, shelf, drawer, switch, window. Every time you see the note, say the word out loud. After a few days, remove the notes. Your brain will still remember the words. That's how you turn your home into a self-learning classroom. Now we'll practice describing your whole room in English. Follow my model, then create your own version. Here's my example. This is my room. The bed is soft and white. There's a small table next to the bed. On the table, there is a lamp. The lamp is bright. The window is big and open. I can see the sky. The floor is clean. I feel comfortable here. Now, you try. Look around and describe your room using short sentences. Pause after each one. Speak slowly, clearly, and with confidence. Don't worry about mistakes. Remember, the goal is fluency, not perfection. Now that you can name and describe objects, let's add a mini storytelling element. Tell a short story about what you do in your room. For example, I wake up in my bed, I open the window, I brush my hair in front of the mirror, I sit on the chair, I read a book, I listen to music, then I go to sleep. You can make your story different every day. Change the order, change the actions, change the time. This builds flexibility. Before we move on, let's do one final repetition together. Say each line after me. The bed is soft. I sit on the chair. The mirror is clean. I look in the mirror. The light is bright. I turn on the light. The window is big. I open the window. The room is quiet. I feel peaceful here. Perfect. This simple 5-minute daily routine connects your language to your life. Every time you move, see, or touch, there's a chance to think in English. From now on, your room is no longer just a room. It's your personal English world. Every word you speak inside it brings you one step closer to fluency. Now that your room has become your English world, let's take the next step and bring the language into your thoughts. The moment you begin speaking to yourself in English, you move from learning English to living in English. Many learners avoid this habit because they feel strange talking alone. But here's the truth. Every fluent speaker you admire has done it. Talking to yourself is not silly. It's smart. It trains your brain to think in sentences, not in translations. Let's start simple. The rule is this: whatever you do, say it in English. You don't have to sound perfect. You just need to describe what's happening around you. When you pick up your phone, say, I'm checking my messages. When you pour coffee, say, I'm pouring coffee. When you walk to the door, say, I'm opening the door. This is called action narration, and it's one of the fastest ways to build fluency. You can begin the moment you wake up. As you move through your morning routine, talk through your actions softly, as if narrating a small movie about your life. For example, I'm getting up, I'm stretching, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face, I'm making breakfast. Each time you say these sentences, you're strengthening the connection between thought and speech. You're teaching your brain that English is your natural language of action. Now, let's add emotion. When you include how you feel, your English becomes more alive and personal. It's not just about describing what you do, it's about describing who you are in that moment. Try saying things like, I feel sleepy, but I'm ready for the day. I feel happy because the sun is shining. I feel tired after work, but I'll relax with a movie. I feel proud because I studied English today. Feelings are powerful because they make language emotional, not mechanical. When you say your feelings in English, you're connecting words with real human experiences. That's how English stops being a school subject and becomes your inner voice. Now let's combine actions and emotions into a short routine. Imagine you are making tea. Speak the scene step by step. I'm walking to the kitchen. I feel calm. I take a cup. I boil water. I smell the tea. It's warm and relaxing. I sit at the table and take a sip. I feel peaceful. That short description takes only a few seconds, but it turns a simple daily act into English practice. You didn't study grammar. You used it naturally. Next, let's move to what the mirror talk exercise. One of the most effective tools for confidence. Stand in front of your mirror, look into your own eyes, smile slightly, and speak in a calm, friendly tone. Start with short lines. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm learning English. I'm improving every day. I feel proud of my progress. Then move to questions and answers. Ask yourself, how do I feel today? Answer, I feel good. I feel motivated. Ask, what will I do today? Answer, I'll study English. I'll watch a video lesson. I'll call my friend. The mirror talk helps you build natural rhythm, intonation, and confidence. When you speak to your reflection, you're not pretending, you're training your voice to sound clear and real. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel speaking with others. Now let's add a technique called self-dialogue. Imagine you are two people having a short conversation. One asks questions, the other answers. You can practice anywhere, while walking, driving, or cooking. Let's try one together. A, what are you doing now? B, I'm cleaning the kitchen. A, are you tired? B, a little, but I feel fine. A, what will you do after this? B, I'll take a break and watch a short video in English. You can change the topic anytime. Shopping, work, hobbies, plans, dreams. The point is to keep your brain switching between roles. This helps your mind prepare for real conversation, where you listen, think, and respond quickly. Next, we'll move to time markers, a simple trick that makes your self-talk more dynamic. Use words like now, later, tomorrow, yesterday. They help your mind move through different tenses naturally. Let's practice. Right now, I'm studying English. Later, I'll go shopping. Tomorrow, I'll meet my friend. Yesterday, I watched a movie. Repeat this pattern several times a day. It trains your sense of time in English and keeps your grammar flexible. Now, let's make things even more interesting by adding short storytelling. At the end of your day, tell yourself what happened. Don't write it down. Just speak. Here's an example. Today I woke up early. I went for a run. I had breakfast with my family. I studied English for 1 hour. I watched a video lesson. I felt productive. I'm proud of myself. You can even make it a ritual. Speak your day story before bed. Over time, you'll notice your sentences becoming smoother and faster. If you want to push this further, record your self-talk using your phone. You don't have to share it. Just listen later to hear your progress. You'll notice small mistakes, but you'll also hear how much more natural your speech sounds. Now, let's talk about confidence. Many learners say, but I feel embarrassed talking to myself. That's normal. Here's the secret. Practice in private, but perform in public. Talk to yourself when you're alone, and soon you'll feel confident enough to speak to others. Every time you do self-talk, you are rehearsing real life. Here's a short structure you can follow anytime. 1. Describe your action. I'm cooking dinner. 2. Describe your feeling. I feel relaxed. 3. Describe your plan. I'll call my friend after this. 4. Add a question. What should I do next? 5. Answer it. I'll clean the table. That 5-step pattern can fill your day with English. Let's do a quick live practice. I'll say a line, and you repeat with your own version. I'm walking to the window. I'm looking outside. I see the sky. I feel calm. I'll start my day with a positive energy. Your version might be, I'm walking to the kitchen. I'm opening the fridge. I feel hungry. I'll make breakfast now. The words change, but the rhythm stays the same. Short, present, connected to real life. Now, let's add emotional storytelling. Imagine something you're proud of. Tell it to yourself in English, like you're talking to a close friend. I worked hard on my project. I finished it on time. My teacher said it was great. I felt so proud. I want to do even better next time. When you speak emotions out loud, English becomes part of your inner life. You stop translating feelings. You feel them in English. Before we move on, let's do one final exercise that combines everything: actions, emotions, and reflection. Repeat after me. I'm learning every day. I make mistakes, but I keep going. I feel proud of my progress. I use English when I think, when I talk, and when I live. I am building confidence one sentence at a time. Every line you just said is part of your new identity as an English speaker. From now on, don't wait for someone to talk to you. Talk to yourself. Make English your inner language, and soon, your thoughts, your words, and your confidence will flow as one. Now that you're comfortable speaking to yourself in English, it's time to surround your world with English sounds. Imagine that every hour of your day has its own English rhythm. Your morning starts with gentle podcasts, your afternoon flows with music, and your night ends with soft storytelling. That's how fluency is built. Not through a single long study session, but through small, steady exposure. Today, we'll make English the soundtrack of your life. Think of your brain like a radio. When you tune it to English, every sound, every word teaches you something new. You don't need to understand every sentence. You only need to listen actively. Listening trains your ears to recognize rhythm, stress, and melody. The more you listen, the more natural your own speech becomes. Children learn this way. They hear thousands of hours of their language before they ever speak a word. Let's start with your morning. You wake up, stretch, and start your day. Instead of silence or scrolling on your phone, play something in English, maybe a 5-minute podcast. Choose a voice that feels calm and clear. As you brush your teeth, make your bed, or cook breakfast, let that voice play in the background. Don't focus on understanding every word. Just listen for tone, rhythm, and emotion. Your ears are warming up for the day. Now, I want you to try this. Choose one simple phrase from the podcast that stands out to you. Pause it and repeat the phrase out loud. For example, if you hear, "It's a beautiful morning," say it exactly the same way. Match the speed, the tone, the feeling. This is called shadowing. And it's one of the most powerful ways to train your pronunciation and rhythm. When you shadow, you're not just listening, you're becoming part of the conversation. Let's try together. I'll say a line and you repeat it right after me. It's a beautiful day. Now again, with emotion. It's a beautiful day. Perfect. Notice how your mouth moves differently when you follow the natural rhythm. That's your pronunciation muscle learning through sound, not through theory. Now, let's create your own daily sound routine. Morning, midday, and night, all with different kinds of input. Morning. Choose podcasts or news in English. Short episodes are best. Don't worry about every detail. Focus on tone and flow. You're waking your brain up in English. Midday. Use English songs. Music is language with emotion. Sing along, even if you only know the chorus. Singing helps your pronunciation, your memory, and your confidence. Choose songs you love and let them play while you walk, drive, or clean. Evening. Listen to audiobooks or stories. Slow down, relax, and let the language fill the quiet of your night. You can listen while cooking dinner, taking a walk, or lying in bed. Storytelling trains your mind to think in long sentences and full ideas. Now, let's talk about active versus passive listening. Passive listening is when English plays in the background. You hear it, but you don't focus. It's good for exposure. Active listening is when you engage with what you hear. You repeat, write down phrases, or predict what comes next. You need both. Passive listening builds comfort. Active listening builds skill. Here's a short active listening drill you can do every day. Step 1. Play a 1-minute audio clip. Step 2. Listen once without stopping. Just let it play. Step 3. Listen again and write down one sentence you clearly understand. Step 4. Pause and repeat that sentence aloud 3 times. Step 5. Listen again and shadow one line. This 5-step drill takes less than 5 minutes, but it multiplies your listening power. Now let's bring this practice into real life. Suppose you're cooking dinner. You can play a story or a talk in English. For example, if you hear the speaker say, "Once upon a time, there was a small village." Repeat softly, "Once upon a time, there was a small village." Then continue cooking. You don't stop your life. You let English flow into it. Or imagine you're cleaning your room. Play a playlist of English songs. Don't translate the lyrics. Just sing what you understand. The rhythm, repetition, and melody are doing the teaching for you. When your mouth moves with the music, you're building natural pronunciation. Another idea is to use YouTube videos with subtitles. First, watch with English subtitles to connect sound and text. Then watch again without subtitles to challenge your ears. You'll notice that the second time, You understand more because your brain already knows the sound pattern. Let's add one more technique: echo practice. When you hear a sentence, don't repeat it immediately. Wait 1 second, then echo it with the same tone. For example, if you hear, "How are you today?" Wait one beat, then say, "How are you today?" This trains your short-term memory and rhythm control. It's especially useful for intermediate learners. Now let's build your listening map, your personal English sound plan. 1. Morning. 5-minute podcast while getting ready. Example, BBC Learning English or All Ears English. 2. Commute or walk. English music playlist. Sing one line of every song you like. 3. Lunch break. A short YouTube video, TED Ed, short story, or motivational clip. 4. Evening. Audiobook or bedtime story, listen for 20 minutes before sleep. 5. Bonus. Repeat one favorite phrase from your day before bed. By following this map, you'll hear English for at least 1 hour a day, without taking extra time from your schedule. Now, let's practice shadowing together with real-life lines. I'll say each one slowly first, then at natural speed. You repeat both times, slow. I like learning English every day. Natural. I like learning English every day. Slow. I'm listening to music while cooking. Natural. I'm listening to music while cooking. Slow. English is becoming part of my life. Natural. English is becoming part of my life. The key is consistency. Don't worry about speed at first. Focus on copying the sound exactly. If you ever feel bored or tired of listening, change your content. Choose topics you love: sports, travel, motivation, technology, or stories. The best listening practice is the one you enjoy. The more your heart connects, the longer your brain stays active. Let's try a creative challenge. Choose one English sentence you like from a podcast or song today. Write it down and use it 3 times in your own speech. For example, if you hear, "You can do it," use it in your self-talk. "I'm studying English. I can do it." "I'm working hard today. I can do it." "I'm feeling tired, but I can do it." This simple repetition moves a phrase from your ear into your memory and finally into your speaking. Finally, let's do a quiet listening moment together. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Imagine English words as music. You're not trying to translate. You're just listening to the melody, the rise and fall of the voice. That's the sound of fluency being built inside you. From now on, every sound you hear, every song, story, or conversation becomes part of your English world. You don't have to force it. Just let the language flow through your day. The more you hear, the more your mind will start to think, feel, and respond in English without you even noticing. Now that English has become the soundtrack of your life, let's take it one step further. Let's put your thoughts on paper. Writing is where your mind, your memory, and your creativity meet. When you write, you slow down just enough to notice your language, the way you build sentences, the words you choose, and the emotions you express. Writing is your memory gym. It strengthens your grammar, your vocabulary, and your fluency at the same time. Here's a truth most learners forget. Speaking makes you fast, but writing makes you precise. When you write, you see your thoughts take shape. You realize what you know and what you don't. And that's exactly where improvement begins. So today, we'll build a simple but powerful writing habit, one that fits easily into your daily routine and keeps your English growing every single day. Let's start small. You don't need to write essays or perfect paragraphs. You just need to write something, 3 to 5 sentences that describe your day. That's it. For example, today I woke up early. I went to work. I had coffee with my friend. I felt great. That's already a complete journal entry. Clear, simple, real. Writing these sentences trains your brain to organize time, actions, and feelings, all in English. Now, I want you to try this exercise with me. Take a deep breath and think about your day so far. I'll guide you through it. Step 1. Write one sentence about what you did this morning. Step 2. Write one sentence about something you plan to do later. Step 3. Write one sentence about how you feel right now. For example, I studied English this morning. I will call my friend later. I feel happy. That's already 3 sentences. Short but powerful. You've just told a small story in English. Next, let's expand your writing in fun ways. One of the easiest methods is to keep a daily list. Lists are simple, quick, and build vocabulary naturally. Try one of these. A to-do list. Finish my project. Buy milk. Read an English article. A gratitude list. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my teacher. I'm thankful for learning English. A goals list. Learn 5 new words. Speak English for 10 minutes. Watch a video without subtitles. Each line gives your brain a chance to connect English with real life. Another creative idea is to write tagged mini status updates. Just like you post on social media, but for yourself. For example, feeling productive today, studying English and drinking coffee. Or, just finished my morning workout, time to read a new English article. Short posts like these make English your daily voice, not just a school subject. Now, let's go a little deeper. Writing can also train your emotions in English. Let's do a gratitude journal exercise. Every night before bed, write 3 lines starting with, I'm thankful for. For example, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for the chance to learn English. When you do this, you connect emotion with language. And emotional memory is the strongest kind of memory. You won't just remember the words, you'll feel them. Let's add one more step. Reflection. Ask yourself simple questions and answer in English. Here are a few examples. What did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? What made me smile today? Your answers might look like this. I spoke English for 10 minutes with confidence. I want to listen to one more podcast tomorrow. My friend made me laugh during lunch. See? You're not just writing sentences, you're training your inner voice to think in English. Now let's talk about structure. Many learners say, Julia, I don't know how to start my sentences. So here's a simple pattern you can follow for your daily writing. 1. Start with time. Today, this morning, tonight, tomorrow. 2. Add the action. I studied, I worked, I met, I cooked. 3. Include a detail. For 2 hours at the cafe with my friend. 4. Add emotion. I felt happy, tired, relaxed, excited. For example, today I studied English for 1 hour at the cafe. I felt focused and proud. This one-sentence pattern gives you structure and flow. Let's make it a mini challenge. I'll give you 3 situations, and you'll write 1 sentence for each. 1. You're having breakfast. 2. You're working or studying. 3. You're relaxing in the evening. Your sentences might be, I'm drinking coffee and planning my day. I'm working on my project right now. I'm watching an English video before bed. That's your daily rhythm. Morning, work, evening, all in English. Now, to make your writing stronger, use the connectors, like because, but, and, so. These small words turn your ideas into natural flow. For example, I woke up late, but I still finished my homework. I studied hard because I want to improve. I felt tired, so I listened to a relaxing English story. These are simple, but they make your English sound natural and connected. If you ever feel unsure about what to write, use prompts. Short ideas that spark creativity. Try these. The best part of my day was something I learned today. Tomorrow, I want to. Right now, I feel. Each prompt helps you write with purpose, not pressure. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. Don't stop to check every grammar rule. The goal is to express, not impress. Mistakes are part of the process. You can always review later. Let's do one more writing activity together. The 5-sentence journal. 1. Sentence 1. What time you woke up. 2. Sentence 2. One thing you did in the morning. 3. Sentence 3. One thing you did in the afternoon. 4. Sentence 4. How you felt today. 5. Sentence 5. One plan for tomorrow. Here's an example. I woke up at 7 a.m. I studied English for 30 minutes. I met my friend for lunch. I felt relaxed and happy. Tomorrow, I'll watch a new English movie. That's a perfect daily writing exercise, and it reviews past, present, and future all in one. Writing doesn't just build language, it builds clarity. You start seeing your progress. When you read your journals after a few weeks, you'll be amazed. You'll see how your sentences become longer, your grammar cleaner, and your voice more confident. So make this your rule. Every day before you go to bed, spend 5 minutes writing. It doesn't matter where. A notebook, a phone note, or even a message to yourself. What matters is that you write in English. Writing is thinking. Thinking is learning. And when your thoughts begin to take shape in English, that's when you know you're not just learning the language anymore. You're living it. Writing connects what you hear and speak with what you remember. When you write, English stops being something you only hear or say. It becomes something you own. Writing slows down your thoughts just enough to notice the shape of your sentences, the order of your words, and the rhythm of your ideas. It's like taking a walk inside your own mind, but in English. Let's imagine this together. You sit down with a pen or your phone, and instead of trying to be perfect, you just describe your day. Maybe you write, "Today I woke up early. I went to work. I felt great." That's it. 3 sentences. But in those 3 lines, you used correct grammar, you remembered words naturally, and you connected English to your real life. Now, let's make that moment even more powerful. Each time you write a short journal entry, you're training 3 parts of your language brain: memory, structure, and expression. Memory because you recall what happened. Structure because you build sentences. Expression because you add emotion. That's why writing is your memory gym. Let's start with something easy, a daily snapshot journal. This exercise takes less than 5 minutes. Write 3 to 5 lines about your day. Example: Today I made breakfast at 8 a.m. I listened to an English podcast while eating. I worked on my project and felt productive. I'm thankful for a calm day. You just reviewed your actions, your habits, your emotions, and you did it all in English. Next, let's expand your writing power. I'll show you 4 simple types of writing that fit your daily routine. Fact 1. The to-do list in English. Instead of writing your daily list in your native language, switch it to English. For example, finish English homework, call my friend, buy milk, clean the kitchen, watch one English video before bed. It may look small, but every line adds a moment of practice. When your brain connects daily life with English, the language becomes part of your world, not a subject you study, but a tool you live with. 2. The gratitude lines. This exercise trains your heart and memory at once. Every night, write 3 things you are thankful for, all in English. It can be simple. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for learning English. Why is this powerful? Because when you connect emotion with language, you feel the words, not just memorize them. And what you feel, you remember longer. 3. The quick status update. Pretend you're posting on social media, but you're really training your fluency. Feeling motivated today? Studying English while drinking coffee. Just finished my run. Time for English podcasts. Relaxing after work and writing in my journal. These short, natural lines help you sound like a real English speaker and keep your writing light, fun, and spontaneous. 5. The reflection questions. This is where real growth happens. End your day by answering 3 short questions. What did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? What made me happy today? Example, I studied for 1 hour without distraction. Tomorrow, I'll review my new words. My friend's message made me smile. These questions don't just build English, they build self-awareness. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes learners make when writing, trying to be perfect. You don't need perfect grammar, you need honest expression. Mistakes show that you're learning. If you're too afraid to make them, you'll never write freely. So let's make a deal. You and me, no judgment, no pressure, just write. Let's practice together. I'll guide you step by step through a 5-minute journal. Grab your pen or open a note on your phone. Sentence 1, start with time. Today, I woke up at 7 a.m. Sentence 2, add 1 action. I cooked breakfast and listened to music. Sentence 3, add 1 emotion. I felt calm and happy. Sentence 4, add 1 reflection. I learned a new word today. Sentence 5, add 1 plan. Tomorrow I'll write again. Now read your sentences aloud. Feel how your English sounds natural, calm, and real. This small routine is how you grow without stress. Another powerful method is the story snapshot. At the end of the week, write a short story of your favorite day. It doesn't have to be long. For example, on Saturday, I met my friend at a cafe. We talked for 2 hours. The coffee was delicious and the weather was perfect. I felt happy because I spoke English with confidence. That's only 4 lines, but it's your life in English. You can also write about your dreams or goals. Try this. In the future, I want to travel to Canada. I will speak English with local people. I will visit beautiful places and make new friends. Writing in the future tense trains your brain to visualize success. And when your mind believes it, your language follows. Now, let's build your quick writing rhythm. Every day, write something small. It can be a note, a sentence, or even 1 new word in context. For example, if you learn the word curious, write, I'm curious about new cultures. When you write new words in your own sentences, you make them stick forever. Another secret? Read your writing aloud. This connects your writing practice to your speaking skills. When you hear your own voice say your sentences, you train pronunciation and confidence at the same time. Here's a fun mini challenge. Write a note to yourself in English for tomorrow morning. Something simple and motivating like, "Good morning, Julia. Today is a new day. You will do your best." You will think in English. Place it near your bed or mirror. Tomorrow, when you see it, you'll start your day with English already in your mind. If you want to push your writing even further, try theme journaling. Pick a theme for each day. My favorite food, a memory from childhood, or something that made me smile. Write 3 or 4 sentences. For example, my favorite food is pasta. I love the smell and taste. I usually eat it with my family on weekends. It reminds me of happy times. Writing about familiar topics keeps English emotional and personal. And here's something most learners never do, but it's powerful. Rewrite your own thoughts. Choose one old journal entry and rewrite it with new vocabulary or details. You'll see how much you've grown. The more you write, the more you think in English automatically. You'll start to hear English in your head before you even pick up your pen. Writing becomes not just practice, but proof that you're improving. So, tonight before you sleep, take 5 minutes. Write 3 sentences about your day, 1 line of gratitude, and 1 plan for tomorrow. That's your new ritual. Because the moment your thoughts take shape in English, you're no longer just learning the language, you're living it. When you start writing every day, something magical happens. English stops being just a language on paper, and it becomes a living part of your life. You begin to notice that the words you write show up naturally in your speech. And now, it's time to take that power out into the world, into real conversations with real people. Imagine this. You're at a cafe with friends, and someone mentions a topic you love. You suddenly think, I could say this in English. You smile, open your mouth, and your words just flow. That moment, when your learning becomes living, is what we're working toward today. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I had a student named Leo from Brazil. He loved studying English grammar, reading books, and writing beautiful essays. But every time he spoke to someone in real life, he froze. One day he told me, "Julia, I can write in English, but I can't speak. My brain just stops." So I gave him a simple challenge. Speak English with a friend for 5 minutes every day. No translations, no fear, just 5 minutes. A week later, he came to class and said, "Julia, something changed. I was nervous at first, but after a few days, I started to think in English while speaking." That's when I realized real fluency isn't built in a classroom, it's built in conversations. So today, we're going to create your real English routine. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country. You just need to bring English into your social life, little by little, every day. Let's begin with something simple. The 5-minute English talk. Pick one person, maybe a classmate, a friend who's also learning English, or even a family member who's open to practicing with you. Set a timer for 5 minutes. During those 5 minutes, you can only speak in English. No switching back to your native language. You can talk about anything. How was your day? What did you eat for lunch? What are your weekend plans? It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. What matters is momentum. You're teaching your brain to stay in English mode. Now let's make it fun. You can even turn this into a small game called English Only Moment. Each day, choose one small moment, like making coffee, taking a walk, or texting a friend, and decide for the next 5 minutes, I'll use only English. If you're alone, talk to yourself. I'm making coffee. It smells great. I'm ready to start the day. If you're with someone, say, let's practice English now, just for a few minutes. It feels funny at first, but that's how confidence grows, through repetition and laughter. Let's add another step. Join an English group online. There are thousands of language exchange communities, study clubs, and English-speaking rooms you can join for free. Platforms like Discord, Telegram, or language apps connect learners from around the world. When you join a group, don't just listen. Type, comment, react. For example, hey everyone, I'm Julia from the US. What's your favorite way to practice English? That one sentence could start a whole conversation. And remember, online spaces are not just for formal learning. They're for connection. You can talk about music, movies, food, or travel. When you speak about things you care about, your vocabulary becomes more natural and emotional. Here's another fun practice: the compliment challenge. Every day, give one compliment in English to a friend, a coworker, or even yourself. Say, nice shirt, or you did a great job today. These small, kind phrases build confidence and make communication feel warm and real. Now let's practice a short dialogue together. Imagine we're two friends meeting in a cafe. I'll start. Hey, how are you today? I'm good, thanks. How about you? I'm great. I just finished my English practice. Oh, really? What did you do? I wrote a short journal and listened to a podcast. Nice. I listened to music in English this morning. See? That's a full conversation built from habits you already know. Here's a tip that works like magic. Repeat real conversations. After you talk to someone, write down one or two sentences you liked or wish you could have said better. Then practice them again out loud. For example, if you said, I go to park yesterday, rewrite it as, I went to the park yesterday, and repeat it a few times. This is how your speaking improves naturally. And if you're shy or don't have people to talk to in person, use Jatao voice chat or language exchange apps. Record short messages in English, even if they're just 20 seconds long. For example, hi, my name is Anna. I'm learning English, and today I listened to a new podcast. It was really interesting. Send it. Don't worry about being perfect. Every message is one step closer to fluency. Let's also talk about mindset. When you speak to others, your biggest enemy isn't grammar. It's fear. You might think, what if I sound silly? What if they don't understand me? But here's a secret. Most people don't care about your mistakes. They care about your energy, your smile, your effort to connect. I remember one time I went to Spain and tried to speak Spanish with locals. I made dozens of mistakes, but they kept smiling and helping me. Why? Because communication isn't about perfection, it's about connection. So when you speak English with someone, smile. Use your hands, use your eyes, be expressive. Fluency is not only in your words, it's in your confidence. Here's a daily practice routine you can start today. Morning. Say good morning in English to yourself or a friend. Afternoon. Text one message in English, even a simple, how's your day? Evening. Join one online group or comment on an English post. Night. Reflect on your day in English for 2 minutes before bed. That's it. A full day of small, real-life English moments. And here's a bonus challenge. Once a week, have a full English hour. During that hour, everything you do, speaking, reading, watching, or writing, must be in English. It could be cooking while describing what you do, chatting online, or watching an English show and talking back to the screen. These moments, small but consistent, build real world fluency. Before we finish today's practice, I want you to close your eyes and imagine this. You're traveling, maybe at an airport or a restaurant. Someone asks, "Do you speak English?" And this time, you don't hesitate. You smile and say, "Yes, I do." The words come easily, the conversation flows, and you realize this is it. You're not just studying English anymore, you're living it. That's what real English feels like: confident, natural, human. And it starts with one simple choice: to use it every day with real people in real life. After you've spent your day speaking English with real people, online, at work, or even just with yourself, it's important to end that day the same way you started it, in English. This is where true transformation happens, because what you think before you sleep often becomes what you remember the next morning. So tonight, we're creating your English bedtime ritual, a peaceful, powerful routine to end your day in English and wake up ready to think in it again tomorrow. Before we begin, take a slow breath. The day is ending, your mind is slowing down, and English can now become your gentle companion. You don't need a book or a notebook. You only need your thoughts, your voice, and maybe a quiet place. This is your time to reflect, to look back on your day through the eyes of an English thinker. Let's call this your 5-step bedtime reflection ritual. Step 1. Recall your day. Tell your story. Think of this as your personal daily recap, but in English. Close your eyes and replay your day like a short movie. Then, describe it out loud or in a voice note. You can start simply. Today I woke up early. I made breakfast and went to work. I talked with my friend during lunch. In the evening, I watched a movie. It doesn't have to be fancy. The goal is to retell your day naturally, using simple past tense. This practice strengthens memory, helps you review vocabulary, and organizes your thoughts clearly in English. Now, let's expand it. Try adding time words. In the morning, I studied English for 20 minutes. In the afternoon, I joined an online class. At night, I read a few pages of a book. You can even turn this into a 1-minute recording on your phone. Speak slowly, clearly, and don't correct yourself. Let your thoughts flow. That's your brain learning to think in English automatically. Step 2. Add emotion. How did you feel? Now that you've described what you did, let's talk about how you felt. Emotion makes your English alive. Use feelings to color your story. I felt happy when I finished my work early. I was a little tired in the afternoon, but I felt proud after my English practice. I felt peaceful during my walk. Adding emotion makes you connect language to experience. It also teaches you natural emotional vocabulary. Words like calm, proud, excited, frustrated, peaceful, and grateful. Let's do a quick example together. Today I was nervous before my meeting, but after it ended, I felt confident. You see how a single sentence shows both emotion and progress? That's real communication. Step 3. Gratitude. Feign 3 things you're thankful for. This step is quiet but powerful. Gratitude builds positivity, and when you express it in English, you train your brain to associate the language with peace, not pressure. Before sleeping, say or write 3 short sentences. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for the chance to learn English. If you want to make it deeper, connect gratitude to your day. I am thankful for the nice conversation I had today. I'm thankful for the sunshine during my walk. I'm thankful that I finished my journal. Don't rush this part. Feel each sentence. Gratitude makes learning joyful. It tells your brain, English is part of what makes my life better. Step 4. Plan tomorrow. Look forward with calm. Now that you've reflected and felt gratitude, it's time to set a simple intention for the next day. Keep it small and positive. This helps you end your day with direction, not worry. You can say things like, tomorrow I'll listen to a new podcast. Tomorrow I'll write 3 sentences in my journal. Tomorrow I'll speak English for 5 minutes with a friend. Or even, tomorrow I'll smile more and enjoy the day. This step trains you to plan your next small victory. And that habit builds consistency, which is the real secret to fluency. Step 5. The English mantra. End your day in English peace. This is my favorite part, your bedtime mantra, a short calming phrase that you repeat softly before sleep. It doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to make you feel calm and confident. Try one of these. I'm improving every day. I'm proud of myself. My English is getting stronger. I'm ready for a new day of learning. Say it slowly. Let your voice relax. The sound of your own English becomes part of your nightly rhythm. You can even create your own mantra, something personal and powerful. For example, I'm building my English step by step, and I'm enjoying the journey. That's not just language practice, that's mindset training. Now, let's bring everything together in a short nightly routine. Take 1 minute before you sleep. Record a voice note where. In English, follow the 5 steps, but keep it short. For example, today I woke up early and worked all morning. I felt proud because I finished my project. I'm thankful for my quiet evening and my cup of tea. Tomorrow, I'll listen to an English story. I'm improving every day. That's it. Less than 1 minute, but full of powerful learning. Over time, you'll notice something special. When you wake up, English thoughts come faster. Your speaking becomes smoother. You no longer switch between languages. Your mind simply stays in English mode. Why? Because you ended your day in English. Your brain kept processing while you slept. It's like planting small seeds of language every night, and each morning they grow a little stronger. To make this habit easy, choose a comfortable space, maybe your bed, a quiet corner, or a walk before sleep. Keep your phone nearby for recording, or use a small notebook if you prefer writing. The key is consistency. You can even add a calming sound, soft music, rain sounds, or silence to make it your personal English meditation. Let's do a final mini practice together. I'll speak a short example, and you can repeat after me. Today was a good day. I learned something new. I'm thankful for my time, my energy, and my progress. Tomorrow will be even better. I'm proud of myself. When you repeat these words slowly, your voice becomes your teacher. Your thoughts become fluent. Your emotions become part of your language. So tonight, before you close your eyes, take that 1 minute. Reflect in English. Feel your progress. End your day with peace and purpose. Because when you fall asleep thinking in English, you wake up ready to live in it. When you end your day reflecting in English, You don't just review events, you reconnect with your emotions through the language. And that's exactly where the next step begins. Because real English isn't just about grammar or perfect sentences, it's about feeling. It's about using words that match your heart, your mood, your energy. Most learners focus on rules, tenses, verbs, pronunciation, but fluent speakers, they feel their English. When they say, I'm happy, you hear it in their voice. When they whisper, I'm tired, you sense it. The emotion behind the words makes the message alive. And today, that's what we'll practice together, turning your English from words into feelings. Let's begin with something simple. Think about how you feel right now. Maybe you're calm, tired, excited, or curious. Now say it aloud. I feel calm. I feel tired but peaceful. I feel excited to learn. Notice what happens in your body when you say it. Your voice changes slightly. Your expression changes too. That's the magic. Emotion gives rhythm, color, and warmth to your English. Let's go deeper. There's a difference between knowing emotional words and owning them. You might know the word proud, but when you say, I feel proud, it should come from a real moment. Maybe you finished your English journal or spoke with confidence today. That small connection turns vocabulary into experience. Try this with me. Close your eyes and think of something you did well today. Maybe you studied even when you were tired. Maybe you tried to speak English even though it felt scary. Now say it slowly. I feel proud of myself. Pause, feel what that means. English isn't just leaving your mouth, it's connecting with your emotion. Now let's add contrast. Real emotions aren't always positive. Sometimes you feel nervous, frustrated, or uncertain. And that's okay. Those emotions are part of real English too. For example, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I feel a little shy, but I'm trying. I was disappointed, but I learned something. These sentences are honest, and honesty builds authenticity. The more genuine your emotions are, the more natural your English becomes. Let's do a quick exercise together. The emotion mirror practice. Go stand in front of a mirror. Look at your face, your eyes, then say a few lines about your day, but with emotion in your tone. For example, I'm happy I finished my work today. I'm tired, but it's a good kind of tired. I feel peaceful right now. Look at yourself as you speak. Notice your expression. Are you smiling? Are you serious? Are you calm? That awareness connects your inner world to your English voice. Here's something powerful. Emotion helps memory. Neuroscientists say that when a feeling is attached to a memory, your brain holds it longer. That means if you learn emotional expressions and feel them while speaking, you remember them naturally. Let's expand your emotional vocabulary. I'll give you a few phrases for different feelings. Repeat them after me and imagine each situation clearly. When you're happy, I feel joyful today. This made my day. I'm so thankful for this moment. When you're proud, I'm proud of what I achieved. I did my best, and that's enough. When you're nervous, my heart is racing, but I can do it. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. When you're calm, I feel peaceful inside. I'm relaxed and present. When you're sad, I feel a little down today. I miss my family, but I know it's temporary. When you're grateful, I'm thankful for everything I have. Today reminded me how lucky I am. Now let's put emotion into real-life English moments. Imagine you're meeting a friend. Instead of saying just, I'm fine, You can say, I'm a little tired, but happy to see you. Or when someone asks how your day was, instead of, it was okay, you can say, it was busy, but I feel good about what I finished. See how those small changes make you sound more natural, more human? That's emotional English. Simple, but full of truth. Now, let's connect emotions with your writing habit. When you write your daily journal, don't only describe what happened, add how you felt. For example, today I went to work. I felt a bit stressed in the morning, but better after lunch. I was proud when I helped my colleague. I'm thankful for a peaceful evening. You've just added emotion, reflection, and growth, all in 4 sentences. This is how journaling becomes emotional training, not just grammar practice. Another beautiful exercise is the emotion ladder. At the end of your day, write down 3 emotions you felt from start to finish. Example: morning, sleepy afternoon, focused, evening, relaxed. Then add 1 sentence for each. In the morning, I felt sleepy because I didn't rest enough. In the afternoon, I felt focused when I finished my tasks. In the evening, I felt relaxed listening to music. This small practice helps you use emotion words naturally in sentences, and soon they'll appear automatically when you speak. Now let's do something interactive. Emotion transformation practice. Take a simple sentence and make it emotional. Base sentence: I studied English today. Now add feelings. I studied English today, and I feel proud. Or, I studied English today, and it made me happy. Or even, I studied English today, but I was tired. Every version tells a deeper story, and that's what real language is about. Your story, not just structure. Here's another small trick. When you hear English in songs, movies, or podcasts, don't only focus on the words. Notice the emotion behind them. Ask yourself, is this person happy, sad, angry, or calm? Then imitate that tone when you repeat the line. That's emotional shadowing, a powerful way to train your natural rhythm and expression. Let's try it now. Say this line softly. I'm grateful for today. Now again, but with a smile in your voice. I'm grateful for today. Do you feel the difference? English isn't just sound, it's energy. Here's a fun nightly challenge you can add to your bedtime reflection. Before sleeping, choose one emotion word and build a sentence around it. For example, emotion: proud. I feel proud because I spoke English confidently today. Emotion: calm. I feel calm after my evening walk. Emotion: thankful. I'm thankful for my quiet time tonight. This one-line ritual turns feelings into fluent speech and helps you end your day emotionally and linguistically aware. Finally, remember this: emotion is what makes English yours. It's not about copying native speakers. It's about expressing your truth through the language. When you speak with real feeling, people listen differently. They don't just hear your words, they feel your story. So tonight, before you rest, take a moment to ask yourself, how do I feel right now? Then answer softly in English, even just one line. I feel peaceful. I feel proud. I feel thankful for today. That's the sound of real fluency, when English is no longer a subject you study, but a reflection of who you are. When you begin to feel emotions in English, when you say, I feel calm, or I'm proud of myself, something amazing starts to happen. Your brain begins to treat English not as a foreign language, but as your own voice. And that's the bridge we're crossing today. turning emotional connection into automatic thinking. Because fluency isn't just about knowing the right words, it's about how quickly your brain can find them, instantly, without translation, without effort. You hear, you respond, you think, you speak, like water flowing. Let's start with a simple truth. Your brain loves shortcuts. It doesn't like wasting time translating every sentence from your native language to English. But for most learners, that's exactly what happens. The thought starts in your language, then gets converted into English. That tiny delay, that pause, is what makes speaking feel slow or stressful. So, how do we change that? By building automatic thinking pathways in English, small mental highways that your brain uses without even realizing it. The secret is to train your brain with short, focused, repeated bursts, what I call micro moments. Imagine this. You're waiting for the bus. 2 minutes. That's enough time to do a quick English workout. Describe what you see. The weather is cloudy. A man is reading a newspaper. The bus is coming. Or if you're making coffee, I'm pouring water. I smell coffee. I'm ready to start my day. Each of these moments, 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, trains your mind to activate English faster. The more you use it in real time, the less your brain depends on translation. Let's test it right now. I'll say a word, and you respond immediately with the first English sentence that comes to your mind. Ready? Word. Morning. Maybe you said, good morning, or I feel sleepy. Perfect. Word. Book. Maybe, I'm reading a book. Great. Word. Rain. You might say, it's raining outside, or I love the sound of rain. See how your brain starts connecting ideas directly in English? That's the exact muscle we're training. Now, let's talk about how your brain learns speed through repetition. Think about driving. At first, you had to consciously think about every move. Turn the wheel, press the pedal, check the mirror. But now you just drive. You're not thinking about the mechanics, you're thinking about where you're going. That's what we want for your English. Not thinking about English, but thinking in English. To make that shift, you need consistent low-pressure practice, what I call mini speaking drills. Let's do one together. I'll give you a topic and you speak one sentence in English. Quickly, naturally, no translation. Topic 1. Food. Say something like, I love spicy food, or I'm cooking dinner now. Topic 2. Work. Maybe. I have a meeting soon, or I finished my project. Topic 3. Feelings. Try, I'm happy today, or I'm a little tired. Don't stop to correct yourself. The goal is flow, not perfection. The more you do this, the faster your English reflexes grow. Now, let's make it more fun. Time challenges. Set a timer for 60 seconds. Pick a topic. For example, my morning routine. Then speak continuously for that 1 minute. Even if you pause, keep going. Describe actions, feelings, plans, anything. Example, I woke up at 7, I brushed my teeth, I drank coffee, I checked my phone, I started working, I felt good, I wanted to finish my tasks early. When the minute is up, take a breath. That's your brain sprint. You didn't stop to translate, you just moved. And every time you do this, you strengthen your English thinking reflex. Here's another fun challenge. Switch speed practice. Start slow, then build speed. Say, I feel happy today. Slowly first. Then again, a little faster. Then again, naturally, as if you're thinking out loud. This trains both fluency and clarity. The perfect combination for natural English. Now let's talk about what happens inside your brain when you stop translating. When you think in your native language, your brain activates areas related to memory and logic. But when you start thinking directly in English, you activate emotion, rhythm, and automatic association, the same zones native speakers use. That's why your sentences start flowing. Your words come quicker and your tone feels more natural. Here's a powerful visualization I teach my students. Imagine your brain as a house with two rooms, one for your native language, one for English. Every time you translate, you walk between those rooms, back and forth. It's tiring, but every time you think directly in English, you stay in that English room. You decorate it, fill it with memories, sounds, and emotions. Slowly, that room becomes home. Let's practice staying in that room right now. I'll ask you a few simple questions. Answer them instantly in English, even if you make mistakes. What did you eat today? What are you doing after this lesson? How do you feel right now? Don't pause, just answer. Your answers might sound simple. I ate breakfast, I'll study later, I feel good. But those quick responses are your fluency muscles growing. Now, one more layer. Combine micro moments with emotions. For example, when you do a time challenge, add how you feel. I'm cooking dinner. I feel relaxed. I'm waiting for the bus. I feel bored. I'm studying English. I feel focused. This emotional link strengthens memory and speed, just like we practiced in the previous chapter. You can even create trigger habits. For example, every time you open your phone, say one English sentence. Every time you pour coffee, describe it in English. Every time you walk outside, name 5 things you see. These tiny triggers transform your daily life into fluency practice. Now let's push your brain even further with rapid Q&A drills. I'll ask, you answer instantly. How's the weather? How are you feeling? What time did you wake up? What are you doing tomorrow? Answer naturally. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. The speed matters more than accuracy right now, because once your brain is comfortable responding fast, you can always polish the details later. This is what I call or flow training. You're training your brain to stay in rhythm, to stay in English mode. It's like dancing. If you stop to think about every step, you lose the rhythm. But if you let your body move, the dance becomes smooth. English works the same way. Here's your final practice for today. Find 3 micro moments in your day. Just 3. While waiting for something. While walking somewhere. While doing a simple task. Use those few minutes to speak out loud in English. Describe what you see, what you feel, or what you plan. Even 1 minute counts. Because language fluency doesn't come from long study sessions. It comes from repeated micro habits. Every short burst builds a little more automatic thinking. And soon you'll notice something incredible. Your thoughts start arriving in English. You won't translate, I am hungry anymore. You'll just feel it, and the words will appear. That's when you know English has become part of your brain's rhythm. Natural, fast, and alive. And when your thoughts start arriving in English naturally, when your inner voice no longer stops to translate, that's when you're standing at the doorway of something bigger. You're no longer just learning English. You're living in English. That's exactly what we're doing today, stepping into a full English lifestyle. Imagine waking up, thinking, speaking, writing, listening, and even dreaming in English, all in one day. I call this your English Immersion Day. And it's going to change the way you see language forever. Let's begin from the moment you open your eyes. No alarms in your native tongue. No first thoughts like "Estoy met qua" or "Estoy cansado." The moment your eyes open, whisper to yourself, "Good morning. I feel fresh. I'm ready for a great day." That first second is where your brain chooses its language mode. If you start in English, your mind continues in English. You can even prepare sticky notes the night before. "I am awake. I will have an amazing day. Let's go." It's your mental switch, your signal that today, English is your world. Now, let's move to your morning routine. As you walk to the bathroom, describe what you're doing. "I'm brushing my teeth. The water feels cold." "I'm looking in the mirror. I see my sleepy face." Then, as you prepare breakfast, keep narrating. "I'm making coffee. It smells amazing." "I'm spreading butter on toast." "I'm thinking about my plans for today." You see what's happening? You're not studying English. You're living through English. The objects, the actions, the sensations, they're all teaching you vocabulary and context. After breakfast, take a few minutes to write your morning journal. In English, it doesn't need to be long. 4 or 5 sentences are enough. "Today, I want to focus on speaking confidently. I will listen to English podcasts while I work. I feel motivated." Writing slows down your thoughts just enough for you to observe your grammar, your rhythm, your natural expression. It's your personal English gym for the brain. Now, as your day continues, turn your environment into your classroom. You look at your desk. Say desk. You sit in your chair. Say chair. You open your laptop. Say laptop. And when you interact with people, make small English moments. Maybe your coworkers or friends don't speak English fluently, but you can still use little phrases, "Good morning," or "Let's do this," or "Nice work." Remember, fluency grows from tiny, consistent moments, not from hours of study once a week. As you move through your day, fill it with sound. English becomes your soundtrack. Play a short podcast while commuting. Listen to a song while cooking. If you hear a phrase you like, repeat it. Imitate the pronunciation. Copy the rhythm. That's how your brain trains the music of English. Now, let's make your afternoon a little more active. Talk to yourself out loud, just like we practiced before. Describe what you're doing or what you're feeling. "I'm working on my project." "I feel focused." "I need a short break." "I'll make a cup of tea." The goal isn't perfect grammar. The goal is fluency, flow, and freedom. And here's a fun mini challenge. Whenever you pick up your phone, say one English sentence every single time. For example, "I'm checking my messages," or "I'll call my friend later." That's hundreds of micro practices every week, each one building automatic English thinking. By evening, you can switch to a listening reflection. While you cook dinner, play an audiobook, or watch a short English show. Notice the phrases people use. Pause and shadow them. Speak at the same time as the characters. This helps your mouth remember the natural rhythm and tone of English. If you're alone, talk to yourself as you do these things. "The pasta is boiling." "The smell is nice." "I'm feeling relaxed." No translation, just direct connection between thought and English. After dinner, write one more short journal entry, maybe 3 sentences. "Today I spoke English more confidently." "I listened to a podcast during lunch." "I felt proud of myself." Then, before bed, finish your day with reflection. Say quietly to yourself, Today I practiced English all day. I feel calm. I'm grateful for my effort. Tomorrow I'll continue. This small act, ending your day in English, tells your subconscious mind, this is who I am now. English is part of my world. Now here's your advanced challenge. Once a week, create a full English immersion day. A day where you commit to live completely in English, from morning to night. Set simple rules for yourself. Your phone language, English. Your to-do list, English. Your notes, your thoughts, even your self-talk, all in English. Music, shows, articles, and chats, everything in English. Of course, it will feel a little strange at first. Your brain might resist. It might say, this is too hard. But don't worry. That resistance is actually your brain rewiring. You're teaching it a new way to think. And here's the secret. The more often you do immersion days, the more natural English becomes. Eventually, you won't need a special day. It'll just be your normal day. Think about it. When children learn their first language, they don't study it. They live inside it. They listen, they speak, they connect emotions to words. You can do the same with English. Let's create a small visualization. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and your entire day happens in English. You check your phone and read, "Good morning, Julia. Today is going to be amazing." You make breakfast and think, eggs, toast, coffee. Perfect start. You go to work and say, I feel confident. I can handle this. You listen to music and sing along. You chat online in English. You write your to-do list in English. You finish your day saying, I did it. I lived my day in English. That's immersion. That's transformation. And the best part? You don't need to move abroad. You don't need expensive courses. You just need consistency, curiosity, and courage. Remember what I said before. Fluency isn't magic. It's momentum. Every sentence you speak, every word you write, every sound you listen to, it all builds up, like drops of water shaping a rock. So, if you've been with me through these chapters, if you've started to wake up in English, think in English, speak to yourself, listen all day, write, socialize, reflect, feel, and now live in English, you've already crossed the bridge from learning to living. Now, your task is simple. Keep going. Don't stop because you make mistakes. Don't stop because you feel slow. Fluency is built in the moments you keep speaking, even when you doubt yourself. And when you do that day after day, something beautiful happens. English stops being your second language. It becomes your second nature. That's the ultimate goal, not perfection, not memorization, but confidence, connection, and flow. So tomorrow, when you wake up, say it with me. I live in English because you do. And that's where true fluency begins. So tomorrow, when you wake up, say it with me. I live in English because you do. And that's where true fluency begins. If today's lesson inspired you, if you felt that little spark of motivation to live your life in English, then don't stop here. Keep growing with me. Subscribe to SonicSage English, where every video helps you speak more naturally, think more clearly, and feel more confident in English every single day. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new chapter of your English journey. And remember, fluency isn't magic, it's momentum. You've already started yours. Let's keep it going together.